You want to start over?
Welcome to U2TV. Sorry for the slight delay there, but I'm your host today, Coach Fuller, along with my partner, Coach Danzy, and along with our special guest, we have Coach Ford in the building as well. Today, we bring a show to you. We're going to talk about LeBron James and his legacy and what does that mean? And if he was to go to the finals this year and potentially win against especially a Brooklyn Nets team, what would that mean for his legacy? What would that then rank him amongst the greatest? And then would he supersede some of the ones that he's in discussion with a victory like that? We also will be discussing NBA playoffs out there. The Clippers has made some moves, added some additions. The Lakers as well. Let's see what that means. Now we look at the West, and it's just not a walkthrough for the Lakers. I mean, the Clippers have made some additions with Boogie Cousins and playoff Rondo. We'll talk about that and get into that a little bit. And what does that mean in the Brooklyn Nets about them? Is it a walk in the park for them in the East? Is it like LeBron used to be in the East? It's just an automatic ticket for them. And then we made the bulge and then talking about. We're going to also get into the finals matchups. What would that look like? What would those matchups be like? And finally, if we get a chance to, we'll get into our top 5 players, one-on-one players in the NBA, in our own opinion. Thank you guys for joining us. We welcome all of you out there. U2TV. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Danzy.
Yes. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? I can't hear you. Guys hear me or no?
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
Good. All right.
We're cool.
All right, so we're going to start out. Okay. Yeah, give me some feedback. Let me know you still with me. You know what I mean? So the first thing we're going to discuss is going to be LeBron's legacy. If the Lakers beat, we're assuming it will be the Brooklyn Nets. I got to throw a little tweak in there. Does it matter if it's the Brooklyn Nets or not, or does it mean a little more that it will be the Brooklyn Nets? But we'll discuss that. What are your thoughts on that?
You said does it
on
matter?
LeBron's legacy? Yeah, does it matter?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Right. If he wins a chip this year against anybody other than Brooklyn, it does nothing for his legacy. It does nothing for it.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, another chip. But as far as surpassing or the GOAT conversation, no, it doesn't. It can only change if he beats them.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
Hey, Coach Danzy, that's actually.
I see Coach Fuller. Coach Fuller going with a lot of wows over there. I think he's in disagreement. Coach Ford.
Yo, it was funny you say that because when I thought about it, I actually thought about the whole concept of what if he just won one, even if it was against Philadelphia 76ers or the Milwaukee or what have you, because he's already in the GOAT conversation real heavy right now. So for him to even get another one under whatever circumstances, besides if it's against Brooklyn Nets, the Sixers, that put him at what, 5? And they already talking like, yo, he's rivaling Mike right now. And they don't even put Kobe in the conversation no more, right? So given the fact that he wins another one without the Brooklyn Nets, I like to add the fact that Brooklyn Nets because I think that even adds more, icing or whatever to the cake, or so to speak, or more intrigue about the situation. Another win, I mean, I'm just talking in general, not my personal opinion about whether I would think he would supersede Mike or not. If you want to ask me that directly, I can answer that. But right now, I'll just say that it does still add a connotation to it that's like worth mentioning big time.
I mean, it solidifies it, but it doesn't get him over.
Right. Who took Kobe out though? Who took Kobe out of the conversation? You just throwing out things. Who took Kobe out?
And why?
Well, I was always against why they took Kobe out of the conversation, and to this day, I still think Kobe belongs in the conversation. I don't think you could just ceremoniously just say LeBron and Jordan. I think that was tailor-made for the NBA to have that discussion, and just kind of like moved past Kobe, and you didn't see the NBA endorse it. So you don't see, the pundits out there constantly talking about a Kobe and what does that mean? Is LeBron superseded Kobe? You didn't hear a lot of that talk. They just automatically went to LeBron. When you know what I mean? When you talk about even the Skip Bayless show, I mean, all him and Shannon Sharp do is go back and forth about Jordan and LeBron. Yeah, so a lot of guys and pundits didn't even make that conversation. So I think it had more to do with the NBA than anything.
I'm going to get money.
I don't know though. I think it's more of what entertainment them shows is like. Skip Bayless obviously for TV, he's a LeBron hater, just for ratings. I don't know if he really truly feels that way about LeBron. So this is a narrative that I think a lot of these TV shows are putting out, and we're supposed to accept it as viewers. I don't think that's really the narrative. I'm not even a Kobe fan like that. I mean, but we got to respect the real, and I thought he did some great things. He's still too much of a gunner for me, but he did some great things. So, I mean, I don't know how you take him out. I'm still stuck on that.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely still stuck on that. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure what excludes him though. That's this part I'm stuck on. What because all the time in the conversations of the greatest, the criteria is most important, and that's the most disagreeable fact. So, who decided to take him out and for what reason? Because
it was more of a appealing conversation. It was more of a appealing conversation for it to be LeBron and Jordan, because Kobe went to 7 finals, right?
5-2.
Yeah, he 5-2. So he went to 7 finals.
Do you think it's happened more so since he's passed away?
No.
No. You I mean, when he was alive, though, I would say I did hear his name more in those conversations.
I agree with that, but it wasn't prevalent. I remember the sentiment being, how are we just moving past Kobe, and why is he not in the discussion? And this was early on, still when Kobe was with us. So it was just one of those things where you just saw Kobe being, moved out of the way. I don't know if they wanted to do that because they already knew LeBron was going to be coming to LA, and that whole thing. I don't know, but they really, that conversation just kind of went.
You know what? That makes sense too now, because you have to separate to a certain degree, because you remember this first year. Oh, LeBron is one of the greatest Lakers. Hold on, he even got a full season under his belt. So now that kind of intertwines and interrupts the conversation as far as the greatest Laker.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's a whole nother conversation,
right?
Putting them in that category kind of clouds. Eliminating Kobe from the greatest of all time kind of eliminates him from the greatest Laker conversation. And in no way, shape, or form will LeBron ever be considered the greatest Laker.
Oh, he can't. I mean,
never, ever. He's not even top 3.
Yo, I know so many Laker fans right now. He's winning with the Lakers and everything. He's doing a good job. They still don't like LeBron. He can never.
Yeah.
He can never be any. You know what I mean? Wow.
Good.
Yo, my thing is, that's what's crazy to me about the whole situation as well too, is that even when you look at LeBron's teams, like, you can't even make a case and say Kobe played with Shaq, because when you look at LeBron playing with those guys over in Miami and then ultimately coming back with a Kyrie, and we can't forget about a Kevin Love. Kevin Love was an all-star as well too. So that was definitely a big 3 as well. Kevin Love was a walking double-double guy.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
No question.
So
what? Kevin Love? What? Wait, hold on. We bringing up Kevin Love? Really? We talking about some GOAT stuff? We bringing up Kevin Love's name? I don't care in any capacity. Let's change the whole subject. We bring up Kevin Love name, okay?
Well, we kind of did. He was just talking about the support. He just made a reference to the supporting cast, though. But
we talk. No, I'm talking. When we talking about why Kobe got left out of the conversation,
because
some people can't even cite the fact that he was with Shaq. I'm saying, making that reference, like when we look at LeBron, and him winning that title over there with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and then coming back to Cleveland and having a Kyrie Irving, and then going to get at that time, a walking all-star. And to be honest with you, Kevin Love at that time was just a walking double machine. He just had this. He played in a
subpar team though. He played in a team that wasn't.
He still put up the numbers in the league.
Noise like that.
He put up the numbers in the league, bro. He was a perennial all-star.
Yes. He was, but he wasn't like it was like he was doing it on a team that was going to the second round or.
Okay, so now
the playoffs and nothing like that.
That's not his fault. You think he's going to put up those numbers on the playoff team?
How did he do overall with Cleveland when he was there with LeBron?
Hold on, though. Before we go there, let's rewind it, because in that case, look at Kyrie Irving before LeBron got there. Nobody said anything about Kyrie. Kyrie Irving was an all-star. He was making all-star teams. He was a rookie, I think maybe the rookie of the year, made the all-star teams, was carrying that squad, even though they wasn't doing nothing. But you didn't take nothing away from him and what he was doing in there as an all-star. And when he came back to Cleveland, we was like, yo, he's teaming up with Kyrie Irving. It's gonna be crazy.
Hold up. I wasn't singing Kyrie.
No, it ain't about singing. No, it ain't about what you. It ain't about what you feel right now. We talking about facts. It ain't about what you was singing. The fact of the matter was, Kevin Love was an all-star, perennial all-star, just as Kyrie was a perennial all-star in Cleveland. He was going to the all-star with the Timberwolves. He was going to the all-star game every year, just like Kyrie, every year. So it was no different. And he was putting up doubles every year. It wasn't no little shabby stuff as well. So it was nothing to sneeze at to get Kevin Love over there.
Subpar team.
What?
Subpar team.
And Cleveland was a subpar team. Cleveland didn't even make the playoffs.
I'm not disputing Kyrie.
So why would you dispute
Kyrie? I'm talking about Kevin Love.
Why would you dispute Kevin Love? He was averaging like 20-something points a game and 15 rebounds a game. How do you dispute that? I don't care what team you on. I don't care what team you on.
It was a weak double. It was a weak double.
How you playing against NBA players, bro?
But it wasn't impactful. It wasn't an impact.
I'm sorry. If you make the All-Star team, I don't care. If you make the All-Star team,
if it was impactful, he would make it to the second round or the.
Listen. If you make the All-Star team,
if you talk about that out, Kenneth.
Yeah, I word up. You want to move on here because if you
how he gonna carry them and he got to wait till somebody give him the ball, man. Come on, man.
No, he was bringing it up himself. I saw him gunning. That dude was going coast to go throw it up all types of shots.
Absolutely. He was capable of bringing it up and 2 or 3 times a game. He did catch the rebound and go coast to coast, but that wasn't his role. Therefore, we can't put the onus on him when I'm waiting for this subpar point guard to bring the ball up and get me in position.
So we saying then he really not that guy. He really not that dude. Then that's basically what we're saying, right? I mean, that's what we're saying at the end of the day.
Nah.
I'm not saying that.
At the end of the day, that's what we're saying. He's not that guy, right?
He was that dude. 20 and 10.
I'm just saying.
No. Oh, it wasn't 20 and 10. It was like 20 and 15.
Yeah. More so.
Everybody's 20 and 15 ain't equal. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna leave it
there. Well, you know what though? And those who are not equal don't make the All-Star teams.
NBA's best.
Exactly.
That's what that say. That's what that say. One of the 24 best in the league.
Fact.
Year after year.
Fact.
I know a lot of guys who were 24 best didn't make the All-Star. Was probably better than some of the All-Stars who did make it. I mean, we can go on about that.
Bubble guys, 24 and a half. Oh, 24 and a half, 25. The 24 and a half guy or the 25th guy we're talking about here. We're not talking the 30th guy, really.
So the 25th guy ain't important either, right?
I don't even think Kevin Love wasn't even 24 probably. He probably had better stats than a lot of those guys that was even ahead of him. He was like balling. He was balling.
He played on a team that allowed.
To be honest with you,
do that.
He might have been after Dirk. He might have been the best stretch 4 in the past. What from 7 to
Dirk was
15 years?
Dirk was winning. Dirk was winning.
No. Stretch 4, recreating a position, reinventing a position.
I got you.
Huh?
I got you, but Dirk was winning.
Stop me when I tell you something that's not true.
Well, let's talk about this. Dwayne Wade, I don't even think they made it to the playoffs, though, about probably a year or two before LeBron came.
Who, Cleveland?
Miami.
Miami,
before
no,
LeBron came.
Definitely not the year before. Definitely not.
They didn't make the playoffs, and Dwayne Wade was over there doing him. He was an all-star. He was an all-star.
He got a chip. He got a chip already before. He got a chip already. What do you mean?
No, but you're trying to take
a chip already.
You're trying to take away from the fact that Kevin Love was balling out on
he
a
had a chip already.
team.
That's a bad example. That's a bad example. D Wade already had a ring.
What that got to do with putting up numbers? What that have to do with putting up numbers? That even makes it even more my case. What do you got to do with putting up numbers?
No.
A ring that was how many years ago was that ring?
You brought up numbers.
How many years was that ring?
You brought up numbers.
How many years was that ring ago? How many years was that ring prior to? You talking about some old news?
How many rings did your boy get before he left Minnesota?
No, the point I'm making is this right here. LeBron went to a team that had an all-star on it that wasn't even making the playoffs, that was putting up numbers. Kevin Love, you can't take nothing away from him because his team around him was not giving him what he had. When Dwayne Wade had Shaq and had all those guys, he got it done. Kevin Love, you can't fault him for not having the pieces around him, and he's going in and night out and night in. He's balling out, putting up double-doubles, putting up 30-some games, unstoppable, inside, outside. You can't take nothing away from him at all.
You know what, though? Miami did make the playoffs that year before LeBron came. Because I had that conversation. I just had to check that because I had that conversation before with somebody, and I thought the same thing.
Okay, they made the playoffs. How far did they go? Probably one round?
Lost in the first round. They lost in the first round.
Okay.
They lost 4-1. They lost in the first round.
I have to do some research. I wish I had my other laptop here. I might have to have them bring it out because I'm not so sure that even that team was that horrible as you're saying when Kevin Love was out there. I'm not even sure that they were that bad every year out.
I'm talking about as far as wins and losses. I mean, they wasn't in the playoffs.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Oh, they was. You don't need to look too far. You don't gotta look too far. Okay, you gotta look too far at all. He was okay. He was okay guy, and he got a lot of confidence over there. Allow him to do what allow him to do him. When you got confidence.
Yo, move on, man.
You started to sound silly. You turned into an all-star.
No, okay. I'm starting silly now because now talent. Oh, you got talent. You can do you with no skill. You can have a guy be able to do him. If he don't have the skill to do it, it ain't gonna work out for him.
Who said no skill? Who said no skill? You put words in my mouth. You put words in my mouth.
All-star level play. Oh, we ain't talking about just a guy.
A lot of people make the all-star. Don't make the
level play. Oh, a guy has a chance to get him.
A lot of people make the all-star.
Come on, man.
Pack it in with it, right?
Is he still in the league or no?
Who?
Is he still in the league? Kevin Love.
Yeah.
2 minutes, right?
He just had 10 and 10. He just had 10. No, he had 10 and 10 last
year. And after LeBron left, he started. And after LeBron left, he was starting to put up numbers.
They don't get them to
Nah, he had 9 points and 8 rebounds in 26 minutes the other day. 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists in 26 minutes.
That's the guy we spent like 15 minutes on. We spent 15 minutes on this guy.
The game
we got to get back to LeBron.
The game before he played 23 minutes, he had 10 and 10.
Oh wow, beasting.
Latter part of his career.
So let's get to LeBron.
23 minutes. That's less than a half. He had a double-double in less than a half of play.
Awesome job
against the Miami Heat. Playoff team.
LeBron James.
A playoff team.
Hey, who he playing with?
Who team Kevin Love played with?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Sure. I didn't check that part.
Playoff team. All right, LeBron legacy is the Lakers beat the Brooklyn Nets. That's the questions before we close this up.
So how do you feel, Coach Dan?
I think LeBron's legacy.
Do you feel it would?
I think
do you feel it would change? Do you feel his legacy will be enhanced if he wins, but not against Brooklyn?
Not against Brooklyn. I like LeBron, man. I'm gonna say yeah. I don't got much debate, no much to go. No, I don't got much fight Emmy to go get the fight against it, whatever, I'll just say yeah. I'll just say yeah. You know what I mean?
You like LeBron better than Kawhi?
That's all I can say right
go
now.
Ahead. Anyway,
I gotta look into it. I just threw that. I threw that Brooklyn Nets thing in there just to see what, because it came to my mind as I was reading it. So I would have put that in there, but that does change the thing. But to me, I still think he's up there.
So if he does beat Brooklyn, then it will definitely, in your opinion, it will definitely strengthen his legacy.
Yes, I think it will strengthen him. Yeah, it won't hurt him.
Oh no!
He beats the Nets. I mean, it won't hurt him.
Knocking off a team
Right.
with three of the top 5 players, depending on who you talk to in the league right now.
Yes, sir. Sir.
That'd be the icing on the cake, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, not the ice. Oh no. I mean, let me check that. I didn't mean to say that. The icing as far as strengthening his legacy. Oh,
right.
No. It won't make him the GOAT, in my opinion. No, it won't. It won't.
Would it put him in the conversation with Jordan though? Would it put him in his seat? Would it put him in the room with him?
I mean, you not in the front seat. Not in the front seat. It'll put him in the room.
No.
It'll
He
put
can't
him
play
in the
shotgun.
room.
Right.
That 6-0. That's like, it's hard to get past never losing when the lights are the brightest.
So,
Go ahead.
I want you to finish. I'm coming, but I want you to finish.
It's just, I just said it's hard to counter not losing at the highest. And again, all things considered, because it's a team sport, but it's just hard to, on top of all the individual accolade, like it's just, man.
Yo, so what do you say to people that go, okay, 6-0, but what would that be? What, 5 and what? What would that be? 5 and 5 or what? How many times Ron went to the finals so far? 10 times? He 4 and 6, or what is he?
I think he's 4 and 6.
4 and 6?
I think he's 4 and 6.
So you're talking 5 and 6 now.
Because he made it 11 times.
He's been there 11 times.
That's tough. I get it. And that holds weight too, because 2 is not a winner. I mean, and I think that that's held to his detriment more than it should. Like they hold that against him more than they should, because the 50 greatest that never won a ring don't get that scrutiny. You know what I mean? Like, he gets scrutinized for losing 6 times more than Reggie, Pat,
Barkley,
Charles. All of them get scrutinized for not winning 1.
But the thing is that are those guys in the conversation with being the GOAT as comparative to Jordan though?
Nah, not the GOAT, but 50.
So that's why. No, that's why it's held against him. I think. I mean,
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little bit of a higher standard. I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
That's
not saying it's right or wrong, and just describing that it is what it is.
No, it's a fair assessment. I'm just saying. I know that conversation. Barkley and all these guys ain't even at the door. You don't even come here. Like, I hope that's not your car in the parking lot, Barkley. Patrick, I hope that's not your car in the parking lot. I hope that's not your car. Please do not pull up here. We having a conversation right now.
Tell them to send an email.
Yeah, we got. Matter of fact, you can participate in the poll. But right now in the house, we got Jordan up in here. We got Kobe up in here. Yes. We got LeBron. We got Bill Russell.
The paper so we know you participated.
Yeah. Yo, join us via Zoom. Join us via Zoom.
For the after conversation. We're gonna put you guys on the panel afterwards.
Right. We got a segment that's called "What's your thoughts going up against these guys?" That's what we'll bring you in.
Yeah, but because we do value your opinion. Oh man. Yeah, you're right. right though. You right. It's levels to this.
Matter of fact, we'll meet you over at our other site where we're conducting who almost had rings. That's what pull over in that parking lot. Parking lot C, where if we almost had rings, we got that parking lot for you. We'll go over there.
They got their own door. They got their own little door they go through.
Yes,
they got their own door they go through.
They said, yo, you'll see Reggie Miller over there. He drives the Ferrari, the red one. He'll be over there. That's how you'll know you're in the right place. Reggie's over there. Barkley's over there.
You and the big tall guy with the grays used to be bald, yeah.
Yeah, from Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah, man. He over there too, man. That man, he over there.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, you got you got Carmelo and John Stockton at the door greeting people at the door.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
They working the door.
Yeah, they say Carmelo and John Stockton got matching cars because you know they playing that pick and roll over there. They got matching cars.
1-2, the best 1-2 tandem.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I heard the word on the street is they hate Mike the most too.
They block Mike. They don't even tell. He don't even get text. They block Mike.
Dang. All right. So we exhausted that one, and that was a good debate too. That was a good one. A little fiery. I got Coach got his blood pressure up a little bit over there.
Yo, man, move on with the show, please.
That's what I do a little bit, man. See, when I beat him down, I'm gonna move on quicker. So I'm gonna move on though. I gave him enough of this work already. So we got the best one-on-one players in the league recently. We'll say that one.
I think you're jumping ahead a little bit here.
Oh, we talk about playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs. We're talking about playoffs.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. I like the one-on-one, then go to the playoffs, but we can talk about the playoffs. Go ahead.
You're the host.
Okay. We got the NBA playoffs coming up. I mean, not coming up, but they're embarking pretty soon. So we're gonna need to know which. That's a feedback there. That's you, Coach. All right. So we're gonna see what teams out there that we think are gonna be in the finals. And Coach, I want you to go first on this one.
We both coaches, so you said coach. I don't know who you're talking to.
I'm talking about you.
Okay. I will go first. So, want me to go first on potential matchups or whatever, or what have you?
Yeah, potential, right? So we got to take turns on our potential. Go ahead.
All right. What I'm going to say right now is with the Clippers and the moves they made. Oh, that's not the one I want right there. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. So with the moves that the Clippers done made now, it done made for an interesting conversation. Now, this is kind of not updated as much as it could be, but the Clippers have added playoff Rondo, and they have also added Boogie Cousins, and the Lakers have added Drummond, along with some of the cast of characters you see there. If just a little bit off, I apologize. But now with that addition, I'm inclined to go with the Clippers.
Beverly's not with them, right? Beverly's not with them no more, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Patrick Beverly is yet still with the Clippers. Absolutely. He's still with them? Okay. Yes, he is. So he was giving Dame Dash the business the other night. Wouldn't let him breathe. So having said that, I have to go.
Not Mr. Clutch thing.
Yeah, he was giving him the business. He really was. So having said that, what I'm gonna go with is the Clippers, man. I'm going with the Clippers.
So you got two potential matchups. So the potential matchup is who?
Oh, the potential matchup I have LA against the Clippers versus the Clippers. Brooklyn, I really haven't even created an adversary right now. It's so hard for me to get past what they done got and what they have that it's hard for me to even mount up a good opposition to them. I just kind of give them their ticket, like they're already there. I know that you still got to play the game, but that's where I'm kind of at with that.
So we doing NBA Finals potential matchup, or are you doing Western Coast?
We doing
Potential
NBA
matchup. What are you
playoffs
doing?
first, and then we're gonna go into potential finals. So you could just get OO's assertion of
Okay.
what the playoffs look like, or
So
what have you.
That's what I'm on the what are the matches? I don't even know the matches right now, but what I will say that I think people are overlooking is don't sleep on Denver.
It's like in the bubble.
Don't, huh? You say again,
Just like,
Coach Dan?
just like in the bubble, they shook it up in the bubble too.
Right. So now, not only has the Clippers got better, not only have the Lakers got better, but Denver got better also. They got Aaron Gordon. Now, Aaron Gordon is not a superstar or whatever, but he's a solid player who frees up a lot of things for them on both sides of the ball. He can create his own shot. Absolutely. He can create his own shot. 6'9", small forward, power forward. He can stretch the defense. He hit the three at a 33% clip. He's super athletic, young Blake Griffin. So
Super.
that just, and then they got Will Barton, who was missing in the bubble last year. A slasher, a good defender on the 2 or 3 spot, which is, the most athletic position in the game. And he's hitting the 3 at a surprisingly 34-35% clip. So that not only extends the defense even more. Denver can run a 5 out and got a mismatch on every possession too. So I just wanted to throw them in the mix because they're battle tested too. They was down 3-1 and beat the same Clippers we talked about.
Hey, in the words of Paul Pierce, that's why we brought you here. That's why we brought you here.
Who, Rondo? That's why they brought who, Rondo?
No, I'm saying that's why we brought you here to U2TV to give those kind of analysis and those kind of breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? Having said all that, I respectfully disagree with you. I like the way you put that analysis in there, but let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be the Lakers and the Clippers going down the stretch. All right.
Oh yeah. Barring an injury or a bad shooting game here and there. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, even with a dog in the fight. I'm looking forward to it because it may be the most unpredictable on both sides, East and the West.
All right.
With a couple favorites, but go ahead, Coach.
Let me just say this though. Ain't the Clippers the favorite though? Right?
That's what they saying?
I said that last year. Are they saying that this year?
Yeah, too? But see, I don't necessarily agree with that because the team that has the most, all things considered, because Utah ain't really. I'm not Utah. Every year they lay a goose egg in the playoffs. So all that jumping out and you playing one team per night. So with their scheme and their firepower, they're a solid team. But a 7-game series, they probably ain't gonna get past the second round again, even with the home court. Matter of fact, right now the Lakers, I do know we're number 4 seed. So second round, number 4 and then number 1, that's our matchup. So Utah ain't, but I don't think the Clippers. Rondo still gotta get in. You know what I mean? He still gotta get. And is Boogie gonna be that much of a force off the bench because they lost a lot with Montrez leaving? Zubac has stepped it up, but who has filled Montrez's spot?
On that Clipper thing, I think Ibaka is on that team too, right?
You think?
Yeah, I think he is.
I know he is, but you saying you think, has he really filled in that spot?
Well, he's been injured, so he's been here. He hasn't, he had some injuries, some off the court time. And with Rondo, I don't perceive it to be. This is playoff Rondo. So all of the whole having to get acclimated with a team, I think that's over.
Not him, because all he's doing is facilitating. So he does his homework as far as the spots I need to get them the ball. So
So does he provide to LA? to the Clippers what he provided for the Lakers last year.
I think he can.
That's what he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, but you still feeding off the other players' intellect too. Like it was just smooth. It was like, and then when you had him and LeBron in the game together, it's like everybody else, yo, just be ready, be in your spots. Like it's too smooth. So again, it'll be easy for Paul and Kawhi.
Yeah.
But now the other two, you know what I mean? Like
when it get easier for others, it get easier for others.
Everybody.
That's a fact.
I agree. I agree. I'm just not sold on them being the favorite, man. Because Denver, they lost to Denver down 3-1, and Denver got better too.
I hear you. I just know. See, it's hard because when you start talking about regular season, we already know that it's a whole different brand of playoff basketball. We talking about matching up against these guys night in, night out. You know what I'm saying? 7-game series and all that kind of stuff. And when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, you know what I mean? But you have LeBron, you have Davis. So Paul George, I guess Paul George is kind of the X factor here a little bit too, because
and that's up in the air.
That's fair.
That's up in the air. Rondo gonna have to have him.
I was a Paul George a little bit of fan, a little bit when he's at Indiana.
Yeah, but you been disappearing.
Yeah,
Rondo gonna punch him in the chest before the game, like, yo, man. don't forget your game in the locker room. We go outside.
Yo, but what you saying is like mad fair, right? Because a guy like Boogie Cousins and a guy like Rondo, they can bring that kind of intensity to the locker room. Like, yo, ain't no folding. We're not folding. Yeah. PG, let's go. We know Kawhi is not going to fold. He's Mr. Clutch. There's no folding in him. He's Mr. Clutch. So it'd be interesting. I think I personally would have, just from a defensive perspective as well, you know, Paul George plays D. Kawhi plays D. Patrick Beverly plays D. Just, you know, Rondo plays D. So just from a defensive perspective as well, I'm just feeling like Clippers may have the edge. But, you know, we'll see. Boogie got to see how healthy he is and how, you know, fits in.
Now, you touched on the perimeter. Now, with the Lakers and Denver, their front court is way stronger than the Clippers.
True. And I didn't mention Drummond. Drummond for Lakers, and that's a pivotal
running
point.
No plays for him, rim runner.
You don't need to.
Young and energetic and athletic. Dwight Howard minus 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. We still got time though. Let's go. We ain't really touched on the East. And
all right.
That's just as interesting, if not more, because everybody just sees Brooklyn as the front runner. Who is, in your opinion, the closest to unseating them?
All right, because the closest, probably the 76ers.
The Lakers or Brooklyn?
No,
Brooklyn.
In the Eastern Conference. To get to the finals.
I think last week you made mention of this, and I had to think about it a little bit more, and I probably tend to agree with you. I don't know. It might be the same. I wanted to include the Boston Celtics because I know they were, you know, well, I think the Sixers may be the closest, man.
My thing with the Celtics is, go ahead, Kenny.
I can't give up on Milwaukee neither still. I mean, I like the 76ers and I like Milwaukee. And my dark horse probably being I dissed them last year with Miami. I don't know if I'm willing to count them out just yet. We have to come back when we close to the playoffs. I might have a different feeling when we get closer to the playoffs, but now
we already know it's a game of matchups.
I can't put them out right now.
Miami got Milwaukee number. I don't know what it is. But Milwaukee can't beat Miami. I really don't understand it. They really neutralize Giannis, and they shoot more threes than Milwaukee. I think that's probably what it was. They hit more threes, but it's a game of matchups. And then Boston, I like the possibility of Boston, but it's just something about. It seems like when Kemba has a good game, then Brown and Tatum don't. When Kemba has a bad game, that's when they tend to have better games. And he was hurt a lot at the beginning of the season, but it's something. About their chemistry.
Not gelling.
Yeah, that just not giving them the best opportunity. I don't know what it is, but they have the firepower.
No doubt.
But they just that. It's just not.
People say that your boy might be the best one on that team. What is it, Jalen? I think his name is or something. Went to Arizona, right?
Jalen. No, he went to California.
What's his name? Jalen Brown, right? Yeah, Jalen Brown. They said he might be the best on the team.
Yo, I debated with that about a year and a half, 2 years ago with my son, and the Tatum kind of excelled at an earlier rate because again, both of them only went to college 1 year, so they're still relatively young. It seems like, but they gave him more freedom, in my opinion, to do whatever. So he took the spotlight and ran with it. And as a result of them giving more freedom to him, Jalen was pushed to the back burner to a certain degree. But I kind of like that thought that I ain't gonna say he better than them, but it ain't too much difference. They different players, Tatum a little bigger, so he can play the post more. But I like Jalen. I like Jalen, and I really feel like the fact that they're so close together as far as age and year in the league, and close together in positions, I think it kind of hit the fact that Tatum excelled a little quicker. It kind of hindered Jalen's progress to a certain degree.
I agree with you. I think I think with the Boston Celtics, what happened with them is I think that they just had a lot of players that was similar in style a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With Kemba, with Tatum, Brown. It was a kid that got traded right?
They had Gordon
Hayward, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had somebody else who they might trade it, but they had a lot of players that could be. It was like, who the man though? Who gonna take that shot? Who you had guys that had good games here and there, and when you're young and you don't have that veteran guy that you already know, and everybody's still trying to make their bones, that's when you have everybody still trying to fill themselves out, and they really couldn't get that nailed down. You see situations like that where a Brown or somebody else will go to another team and they just blossom, like you saw Harden. In OKC, though he clearly couldn't let his wings fly as much because he had Westbrook over there and Kevin Durant. And when he went and had his own show, you saw he started to really do his thing. That's the kind of thing you could see with a Boston Celtics team, or why that team had those kind of ups and downs where we was like, come on, what they have, like they're having an identity crisis. You know what I mean? Get it together. I think that's what had a lot to do with it.
And they lost that leadership when Horford left.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That was when you started saying that, I'm starting to think 2 years ago they had some cohesion, pretty much the same nucleus. They had some cohesiveness. Where was Horford was that leader on the floor.
Yeah. That's your glue guy.
Bring
everything together.
And sacrifice so much for the betterment of the team.
Did he?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He
went to. He
left for
that money.
He went to
Philly because
went to the 76ers, right? He didn't stay there long either, right?
No. Before he arrived at Boston, where was he at?
Atlanta, Philly.
Okay.
Philly.
All right.
He was with Philly. I don't even know why he left Philly.
Oh, he left. Wait. I thought he went to Philly after the Celtics. So you saying he came from Philly? You saying?
He came from Philly and went to Boston, and now he's with OKC or something. I think he with OKC or something. But yeah, because he went to the rival, and over a 1 year difference in the contract. I guess because he was older, he wanted that stability. But man, look, you took care of your money. We know your character and your demeanor. You took care of your money. So was that 1 year really a difference, man? Because you still could sign for a veteran's minimum later on. Like he could play as long as Haslam playing.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at him.
No, I know.
You left I mean, you still went to a winning situation, but in my opinion, you left a better situation. But I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad.
It's just that with those situations, it's just so much more than meets the eye with stuff that we sometimes want to pin it cut and dry, but sometimes it'd be so much stuff.
Could be some family issues, children, uprooting.
Could have had disagreements with the
Right.
general manager. General manager could have want to go in a different direction. Maybe don't want to spend the money on a guy like that now. We got a lot of stuff here. We're going to re-up with this guy. Maybe cut our losses with this guy. It's just so much that go into it that I think athletes sometimes, that's the part that I think is unfair because athletes can't really get into the media and just spew all of that to you. You know what I'm saying? Let you know all the nuances of why they made the decision. To us on the surface looks crazy.
That's crazy.
Or sometimes.
That's crazy. Now that you say that, I just had a flashback to a couple weeks ago when the whole Andre Drummond situation, when they were sitting him out and they was kind of not so much bad mouthing him or blacklisting him or whatever, but it put a dark cloud over his name to a certain degree. And Draymond spoke out about it. Like, wait a minute, why are teams and organizations able to do X, Y, and Z, but when a player does it, it's looked at different. So I just say that to say it's a lot more stuff behind the scenes that we're unaware of.
Yeah, definitely. I like to give the players the benefit of the doubt, straight up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for real.
Absolutely.
For real. You got these teams that even tell stories on guys that don't even be accurate, just putting out reports that ain't even accurate on guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a dirty, filthy business underneath that we're not aware of.
I heard a story a couple of days ago about a coach just being real rude and reckless to a player. Like if you don't, and it wasn't necessarily basketball related. It was more so on some bow down, I'm the man type thing. You're talking about I'll trade you, bloop, 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 whatever. And it was just like, wow, the dude had to basically swallow his manhood, swallow his pride, and take the BS from this guy so he didn't get cut.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Steep. So we can all agree that Brooklyn basically is our pick right now.
Yeah, just like Gonzaga was.
All right, so can we get
had to throw that in there though. Had to throw that in there.
So if Brooklyn don't win, there gonna be some suicide watches all over the place.
Yo, you're gonna be you gotta check the blinds in Vegas because a few people gonna bet the house, the retirement, the 401.
That's why I'm kind of scared. I'm like, yo, but right now, right here, is it too premature to talk about what our finals matchup is right now? Can we make that declaration? Or is it going to be or are we going to have another, I don't even know what the word is, another buyout? Like later on, we could change it. We doing this with a disclaimer, knowing that this don't have to be the final, but the next one could be the final. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm ready to put Brooklyn. I'm ready to punch their ticket to the final. I ain't ready to say they gonna win it, but I'm pretty much ready to punch their ticket to the final.
All right, so
coming out of the East.
All right. So are we just doing a potential final matchup? We're not gonna say who's gonna win. We're gonna just say, can we just say who we feel will get there? Is that plausible right now?
Yeah, and then we could come back and revisit say a month maybe or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because I guess the freedom in we can always say.
No, well, the month we'll actually probably be into the playoffs.
Okay. All right.
So I guess we can, we can revisit in a month. So we'll be into the playoffs, but we won't be too far to where it's the picks will be obvious.
All right. So you start. What's your pick for the finals right now?
Brooklyn. Ooh, wow. I can't go against my squad. Brooklyn equals LA.
All right. Yeah, I respect it.
Come on, AD, get healthy.
Coach Danzy.
I didn't know revelation.
I mean, Coach Danzy, can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us.
He deep in thought.
No, he can't.
Trying to skip out on the answer.
I can't hear you. Am I bad? No, I think the internet is going in and out.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say?
I said it's your turn.
Wait, how many shoes you got down there? Jimmy Butler. trying to build.
So want me to pick my finals? They might pick my finals, right? That what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got Brooklyn with a surprise there, and I'm gonna go with Yeah, I just can't trust Paul George. Man. I mean, yeah.
That's why I ain't go there. I really want to pick Denver, but I'm a
man.
Lakers fan. Hey, come on, man. You got a chance to revisit it in a month.
Yeah, you can revisit it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll go with the Clippers. I was gonna say Utah for a second. I got to snap back to reality. No way I could pick them. But yeah. So even though I like Donovan though. But yeah.
All right.
I'm going with the Clippers.
All right, so it's on me now. All right.
Hey, so he dropped off.
Oh, okay. Can I go now? There, yeah, can I go now? Coach?
Yeah, go.
All right, so
yes, go.
All right, so obviously, like I said, it's hard for me to even consider someone being able to unseat the Brooklyn Nets. I would like to say I've seen stranger things happen, but I haven't. I don't even think that LA Detroit series where LA had all those guys and got unseated compares to what this team has. A lot of those guys were at the end of their career. Some of them was at the tail end of their career. These guys are pretty much still in the prime of their career. So it'd be hard for me to even think about somebody being able to upset them, let alone in the East right now. So obviously Brooklyn will be my choice for the East. For the West, I just think that the Clippers and those moves that they made, I mean, that's really tough because the Lakers got the point guard Schroeder, so he's nothing to sneeze at. You know what I mean? As far as coming in and filling the void in for Rondo, then you got Drummond. Interesting pickups that seem very similar when you think about Schroeder, you think about Rondo, you think about Cousins, you think about Drummond. So, but overall, I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers. I just think these moves that they're making right now. I think, last year didn't pan out for them. LA had their year. I think it's going to be another LA team, but it just won't be the Lakers this year. That's right now. That's my choice.
So you got Clippers in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house. Say it now.
Yeah. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Okay, I got you.
Word.
Coach, my bandwidth is getting. Coach, my bandwidth. Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Coach, you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me, Coach?
Yeah, I hear you.
Coach, do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
He can't hear us. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I think he might have froze too.
Okay. I don't know. What you want to do? Want to close it out or what?
Oh, go ahead. We hear you now, Coach. Go ahead.
I was saying, I guess you didn't hear me. I was saying, do you want to close the show out? Because my bandwidth is getting unstable.
Okay, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll leave it on the table, which is cool. We still haven't talked about our top 5 basketball players, one-on-one basketball players of our list. So
we could do that. We could do that real fast if you want. But I think we just can say our 5 and then we can talk about it. But I want to be. I don't think we have one person that's talking about the top 5 and nauseating, and while the bandwidth is nutty right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's, in my estimation, in my opinion, we could table it. I don't think it's imperative that we talk about it because knowing how we give it up, it'd be hard just to be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 2 gonna be two is skeptical right now. I already know 2 is skeptical. And two is subject to change.
Yeah, so right. So it should be relatively easy to get through this. It shouldn't be a hard thing.
Okay, so we agree the Brooklyn Nets take 3 spots. Whatever 3 of those 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So it's the other 2 spots.
Well, I'm just saying, Coach has to agree. He has to agree. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, but listen, we had it in the top 5. So out of those 3, right? Is they the top 3? See, that's what I'm saying.
5.
No, what I'm saying, no, I'm talking about what is your number 4, your number 5, your number 3, your number 2, your number 1, not just systematically naming these guys. What is your top 5? That was the question. Your top 5 players one-on-one in the NBA. Start with 5.
So
let's start from a descending down, you know what I mean, into a condescending order. I think that's the way you say it.
All right, so you go first? Because I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you. You gotta start at number 5. You gotta start at number. I gotta say this real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't start at number 1, please.
All right. How about you go first then?
I'm not going first.
How about you go first?
I'm not going first.
Okay, I'll go
don't
first.
Tell me how to order my 5 then.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Now. See, at first I was thinking top 5 closures, but we talk about one-on-one. All right, I'm gonna go. Dang it. I'm gonna go at number 5, one-on-one. I'm gonna put Dame there. I'm gonna put Dame at 5. Dang it, it's hard. I'm gonna put
YouTube, I can't hear y'all.
Dang it. I'm gonna put Dame at 5. I'm gonna put. I just had him in my head. Who was I just thinking about it for? Oh, Steph. I'm gonna put Dame at 5, Steph at 4. I put Kyrie at 2.
You got 3. You got 3 right now.
KD.
You at number
2.
3.
Oh, I'm at number 3? Oh, all right. I said Dame.
You said Kyrie at 2, but you're really at 3.
Okay, my bad. Dame, Steph, Kyrie, KD, and James.
All right, Coach Danzy.
James as in King James? As in King James?
Nah, James Harden.
Okay. Gotta make sure we get that right. I'm gonna go real quick. I got Donovan Mitchell.
Go ahead, Coach. You right.
I got Donovan Mitchell at 5. I got Murray. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jamal Murray at 4. Kyrie at 3. Harden at 2, and KD at 1.
Yo,
I'm not messing around.
Yo, let me
give it up like that.
Let me find out you said KD for a reason at 1. Let me find out, yo.
Wait a minute. One more time. Do your list. One more time.
I got Donovan Mitchell 5, Jamal Murray at 4, Kyrie at 3, Harden at 2, and my boy, my namesake at 1.
Yeah, I got KD. Say with
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Katrina Danzy.
No, we saying KD, Omar, we saying KD.
It's a lot of KDs, man. It's a lot of KDs. With a real KD, please stand up.
Wow. You guys surprised me here a little bit. I must add. You guys surprised me a little bit here. I'm a little surprised. I must add.
I surprised myself.
I know you're stalling right now. I know you're doing that. You're doing a lot of stalling right now.
He look.
Yo, right now, right, all right. So see, y'all gonna force this out of me. Right now, each of you guys have left LeBron and Kyrie off your list. So that's why I'm saying I'm a little stunned right now.
Yeah, okay? I did.
That's what I'm saying. Too. You guys got like Mitchell and Murray over Kawhi Leonard right now. So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
I want you to say your 5.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna say my 5. You asking me why I'm perplexed right now.
I don't got Mitchell and Murray. I got bona fide closers. I got bona fide
I know. Just Leonard is not on either one of y'all lists. Or LeBron.
I didn't put close. I said best
one-on-one play. Yeah,
Best
no,
one-on-one players.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
I'm just saying, you asking me why I'm perplexed and why I'm taking some time. It has nothing to do with my list and not having my list. It's like, okay, Kyrie and LeBron is off these guys' lists. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a very
Because
surprising.
you didn't say you're 5, man. Goodness gracious.
So it's safe to say those two is on his list. It's safe to say those two are on your list.
At 5, I got Steph Curry.
I like that.
At 4, I got Kyrie. At 3, I got Kevin Durant.
Slash.
Wildin'.
At 2, I got Kyrie. I got Leonard. Kyrie.
Cool.
And at 1, I got Harden.
Your list is trash.
I'm
In
just
that order. In that order?
In that order.
So you got Kawhi second?
I got Kawhi second.
Okay.
Yeah, Kawhi went over to Toronto and won a ring without all of the fanfare.
Oh, no. My next thoughts was my next words was 2-time final MVP. So I was
okay. No, that's not for you. Oh, that's for other guys in the room. That's for other guys in the room. I'm just that's not for you.
I cannot be in that list.
Huh?
Elaborate. Why not? He didn't seal the deal. He didn't carry teams on his back.
Who was he talking about?
I'm talking about you. I can't be in that list.
Who can't be on the list?
Kawhi
Leonard.
He can't be on the
Kawhi
list.
Leonard cannot be in that list as one-on-one players. At top 5?
Wow.
One-on-one player? I don't know. Kawhi's my dude too.
Like I said, I surprised myself by not including him, but I that's a silverback, man. He carried the whole crew.
I like Kawhi. I like him.
Yeah, you did. You don't remember the last fight, the
I
2
like him
years
a
ago
lot.
final, we going back and forth. And when you said LeBron is my guy, I'm like, yo, hold on. That's why I asked you earlier, you like it better than Kawhi? Yeah, I remember.
Yo, the last.
Yo, I'm saying best one-on-one players. I look at Kawhi as a surgeon. You know, I look at him as like a one-on-one player, man. I don't look at him as a dude that is. I don't know. I just look at him different. I don't know.
Yo, can I just say this? Can I just say this?
Unstoppable, bro. They can't stop him. Like, I mean, he's not one of my favorite players. Like, I respect him, but I'm not. Bro, they can't stop him. I know, buddy. Going back, you was doing his horn a year or so ago, bro. Like, are you serious?
This is the chameleon that this guy is.
I'm saying that.
I don't think I think he's great at other things. I don't know if it's necessarily one-on-one though. I don't know if it's. I wouldn't say he's the best one-on-one player in the league. I can't say that. I don't know. He does a lot of other things like he's number 1 in the league. You know what I mean? But
yo,
one-on-one players. I can create I can get mines in any situation. When does he not? When who do you look at and say, oh man, Kawhi got his work cut out for him tonight?
I don't look at maybe it's the Popovich effect. I don't see him as a person that dominates the ball enough to be considered like the best one-on-one player.
I can't allow that because
Clay
doesn't dominate.
Right now.
Clay scores 70 points with the ball in 90 seconds. So what does dominating the ball have to do with it? So that means cool. So that
put Clay name in there. Who put name in there?
You know what? You just strengthening the argument because look at his numbers. That means he's super efficient if he don't got the ball in his hands.
I didn't put Clay name in there. I didn't put Clay name in
Kawhi.
it.
But stay with me. Kawhi is not ball dominant, and he puts up the number he does. So that means he's super efficient with the ball.
Right. I think he gets to his spots. He gets to his spots really, really well. Kawhi knows his spots on the floor.
So you want to play with words? You want to play with these words? You want to play with these words?
I'm just saying.
Because whether if you describe it as him getting to his spots, he's a career 20+ point scorer, 6+ rebounds, 5-something assists with the 2 steals. Who's busting career numbers while still in their prime, bro? Well, no, come on, man. That dude is.
You know I love Kawhi, man. You know
I do. I do.
You know I love him.
And you know I love a debate. You know I love a debate. Let's go.
Yo,
I'm just struggling with that one-on-one. I'm struggling with that one-on-one. That one-on-one is bothering me. I don't know what it is, but it's bothering me.
Because he's not one-on-one is borderline selfish seclusion. He gets it within the flow of the offense efficiently that it looks effortless. That's all that is.
It does.
Yo, no.
Yo,
right.
Word up.
Let me clarify.
Here come the haters.
Let me clarify this. Don't get it confused because you've seen him operate in a San Antonio-led team by Popovich that played a lot of team ball. Don't get it confused. All right. Yes, in that aspect, you saw a guy who played a lot of team ball, fled into the system, but can flourish in any situation one-on-one. He's the last guy that won a championship without, quote unquote, the remnants of a super team. He's the last guy.
You broke up. You broke up. Say that again.
Yeah, he's the last guy.
Last guy what?
He's the last guy that won a championship without, quote unquote, the super team. When he went to Toronto, prior to that, it was all super teams with Golden State, Cleveland, and whatever winning it. This guy went over there without a super team, and he won it.
It's safe to say he didn't have another superstar.
I mean, that guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. No, and I know why. I know why he do it. It's funny. He do it the cancer way. Very
spectacular.
Yes, it's very non-subtle. Yes. It looks like he's not.
Poor man get the money. That's it. Just do the dirty work. It don't look pretty. Super effective.
Very. And he's one of the most high efficient guards as well. So, yeah.
My thing on him over the years was the whole load management thing. That's why I never really put him up there. But at the end of the day, for the minutes played and the production, the numbers don't lie.
But that goes back to with the load management stuff, you know what I'm saying? That was, of course, we can't penalize it for it. And if anybody want to talk about him, that's the whole undertone of the dirty business that goes on that we don't know what happened in San Antonio when he said, you know what, you're not going to force me to play. I'm just not doing that. And with him, I can see him getting the wrong advice. Somebody trying to force his hand to make him do something. And he said, you know what? I'm sticking my feet in the sand. I'm not doing it.
Well, I wasn't really referring that far back. I have no issues with how he handled it that point. I was more so referring to his first couple years with the Clippers, the whole management. Because after he won in Toronto, they was really talking about he was better than LeBron. So now, game in, game out, when your name is in the conversation with him, LeBron playing every game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Performing at a high level, not taking no games off. So that's when I was hesitant to put him in the top players when these top players is not taking days off. I ain't mad at them. I understand what they're doing. They trying to win a chip, and it worked out because they won a chip. When he sat out in San Antonio and preserved himself, when he went to Toronto first year. So I can't be mad at it. He knows his body better than any doctor. I don't care. He's lived with his body longer than the doctor that's been looking over him. So I have no issues with that, but I just had a hard time putting him in, the best in the league.
You know something? I know this might be like a little bit like seemingly out there, but those guys, load management is those guys coming up with right now high ankle sprains. LeBron missing 15 games. LeBron missing, that's load management. You know what I'm saying? That's semantics.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it was even a question earlier this week or the end of last week about Kevin Durant being out for so long. Stephen A was going at it like, I'm starting to get a little fishy, because they was looking at it like, hold on, is he really still hurt, or are they just resting him to get ready for that playoff run? So it's a lot of stuff we don't know about.
Yeah, 82 game season. I think these guys are getting to a point in their lives where, and it's the mental fatigue, because you got to remember they didn't have social media back then. You know what I mean? Now you're talking about 82 games and you're dealing with the whole social media aspect. Your name is up in something every moment. You got more pundits, more people talking, more people reporting on stuff, more people following, watching. I think those guys just be having mental exhaustion as well. And they'd be like, you know what? I've been there, done that. The real money comes on when the playoffs come. How can I creep these games out? They already miss a ton of time with their families as it is.
Yeah.
So you saying these guys are not even worried? So you saying these guys not even worried, concerned about stats no more, right? Not concerned about like being a career leader, assists or steals or points. They're not concerned with that. I mean, you missing all these games, you can't reach certain plateaus, certain milestones.
Yeah,
right.
You're right. I think they're okay with the HOF,
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
How you get to the Hall of Fame? You miss him like 50
That's
games
already solidified. The guys we talking about is already solidified. Is in the Hall of Fame already.
Yeah.
Who?
Kawhi Leonard is a Hall of Famer.
LeBron.
Kevin Durant is a Hall of Famer.
No. I'm talking in general though. People that do it. I'm saying in general.
I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of that with just anybody though.
It's even
you don't know him.
It's covered. It's more covert. Like it's more obvious with the big name players because that's who people come to check for. That's
right.
So it's more obvious. But a sixth man or seventh man in the rotation who plays a vital part on the team, but is not a star. If he take a game off or 2 games off for under load management, it's not made as big of a deal.
Yeah, because of course nobody's not spending, a $10 hot dog and a $15 beer to come see the 7th guy. They come to, what I mean?
Absolutely.
No question.
Okay, we exhausted that, Coach.
We really didn't, but we can say we did.
I mean, what else more do you?
No, we could. We could always debate what we have positions.
So put it like this: the next 5 through 10 next week.
Okay.
Since we can go on about it and it was a couple surprises, let's go 5 through 10 next week.
Yeah, because
hold up, Omar. I thought you had a different question for next week. Closures or stuff. 5 best.
Well, no.
I probably could do that a lot better.
Okay, I mean that's up to you. Only when he first posed the question, I don't know why I put in my head the top 5 closers as opposed to I just assumed one. Not I associated closing with the one-on-one thing, so that was my fault. I put that in my head.
Okay.
I mean, but still, one-on-one is different from a closer too, though.
It is.
Right.
So,
that's
right.
Right.
That's up to y'all.
Right. Yeah.
We can do that.
That might be better conversation. I don't know, but
what do you mean?
6 through 10. That's gonna we gotta dig in our bag a little bit more.
You gotta do.
Yeah, I gotta
just do it on the fly. You gotta do a little bit of research. You gotta do a little bit of homework.
Yeah, so guys don't leave like LeBron and Leonard off their list. That's why you gotta do your homework, so that doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
left them off the list, but my list was still solid. Dame is an excellent one-on-one player, and you pick Curry, so I know my list is solid.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta be honest. Full disclosure, Curry is a heart pick. That's why he's at 5. He's a heart pick because really, if you ask me, gun to my head, I gotta go with probably Kyrie. But so you're saying that Steph Curry and Dame on your list is a better one-on player than Kawhi Leonard. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So you do have to do research and make sure that you guys are not just making these lists of arbitrarily.
Well,
you got a guy out here talking about Mitchell.
Hold up.
Wow.
Nah, hold up. You are not understanding what I was addressing. I'm talking about best one-on-one players. My definition of that is different from your definition of that. So I don't know what you can go on with all this semantics all you want. About you pick Johnny, you pick Murray, oh you got your good
Well, my list was geared.
No.
Closers,
You got
too,
different definition than I do.
Mine was
So you can say
closers.
Right. So you can puff your chest if you want to debate all you want, Coach Fuller, but it didn't go down. I'm sorry to tell you, it didn't go down.
Any description that has guys like Murray and Mitchell over Leonard, I don't care what you say. I don't care what description you're going by. Period.
Wait, hold up.
So
do you see Jamal Murray in the playoffs this year? This past year.
At least mine got six. At least mine got 6 All-Stars apiece. At least.
6 All-Stars. What do you mean 6 All-Stars? We got 5 players. What do you mean 6 All-Stars?
No,
we got 5 players,
like
right?
6 All-Star appearances at least.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just. I'm just adding on to his. You know, Murray got 4 years in the league. Period.
Yeah, just next week, from 5 to 10, just work harder on your list. That's all. From 6 to 10, just work a little harder on your list. That's all. You want me to give you? You want me to give you some guys out there? You want me to give you some guys out there to help you?
I still won't have Kawhi on my list.
You want
by my standard one-on-one player?
Well, you need to go reevaluate your standards.
I don't think he just heard me. I said Kawhi,
he kept the focus on you, KD.
On my list. I don't understand why you're understanding that. He's not understanding it. He's not understanding me. I don't know. I can't help him. I can't help with that.
No, I don't know. Okay.
I can't help you with that.
All right.
Well, 5 and 6 is Kawhi and LeBron. I start my list early.
He said 5 and 6.
He meant 6 and 7.
It ain't next weekend. Nah, Kenny, don't. Yo, Kenny got selected there. He want to hurt you to certain stuff like, yo, you ain't slick.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm going to hold him to that. Oh, you said 5 and 6 now, huh? That guy is slick. That guy is slick.
Very cunning.
I'm just saying, I don't like. I mean, we got. You know what we got to do now for these questions? We got to break down the question a little bit better.
Oh my God!
A little. I mean, best one-on-one player. I mean, that could go. I mean, come on, man. We got to really dig deep into this because Fuller over there has a generic take on. Generic. I'm going more deeper. I'm bringing more scientific. I'm bringing more art into this debate, man. Right? I'm really thinking about this.
You're one of them analytics dudes.
Not.
That's that new school stuff.
Not quite like that. But I'm saying, I just dig deep. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't just look at a question simple as. Then just go to the stars of the league. I don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just don't ride on the best players in the league. I just don't do it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Okay. We got some stuff to base.
Check this out. If you say so.
I got you. That's your story. You sticking with it.
Exactly.
Who's your 5? Wait, who's your 5 again? Who's your 5 again? Did you not have Steph Curry on there?
I'm ready to close out.
I mean, please.
I'm working on 5.
Are you a fanboy or what? I mean, you got Curry on there. Are you kidding me?
Curry's legit. Curry's legit.
Yeah, he's legit.
Curry's legit. What are you
all right. He's legit. All right. Yeah. What are you doing? What is he doing?
Curry is embarking on becoming an all-time three-pointer very early in his career. Ray Allen did that at the very, very latter part of his career. He's about to eclipse that very.
Oh, so Ray Allen was considered the best. Oh, so Ray Allen was considered the best one-on-one player.
He was one of the best. Ray Allen was tough
one-on-one. He was considered top 5.
He was tough one-on-one.
You're top 5 in the league.
When Ray Allen was in the league, you got to compare him to the guys that was in the league at that time.
Compare the guys in the league that time. Yeah.
You got to compare the guys in the league. You talking about Mike in that era? That's we talking a little different there, okay, buddy?
Let's move on.
I bet we will move on. I bet we will move on.
Don't compare him.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Compare him then.
What do you mean don't go there? We can even talk about Reggie Miller. You come about Reggie Miller.
Hey,
I'm telling you, Steph Curry has eclipsed these guys, Hall of Famers. He has eclipsed them right now, early on in his career. And he already
Reggie
got.
Miller considered one of the.
And he already got.
Best one-on-one players.
And he already got. We talking about Steph Curry in his era right now. Back-to-back champion, 3-time champion. All those kind of superlatives that we could describe him. Leader three. What are we talking about here then? What are we talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he won a ring.
You talking about jump
he won a championship ring before KD got there.
Right now, he
got a championship ring before KD got there.
Jump shooter. That's what we're talking about
Steph Curry got a ring
before
he got there. Before KD got there. He's
not
a primarily jump shooter. He goes to the hole as well.
You're talking about jump shooters. You got Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. You talking about jump shooters? Right?
No, Ray Allen was not a jump shooter, especially early on in his career.
You sound silly.
Ray Allen was not a jump shooter earlier on his career. Thank you.
Ray Allen go to the hole and bang it on.
Kidding me? Ray Allen was crazy early in his career.
Yeah.
He used the three-pointer to extend his career.
I'm surprised NBA player could dunk the ball who's like shoot jump shots. I'm really surprised at that. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
talking about.
Please, Bird dunk too. Bird dunk too.
We're talking about a straight one-on-one player. That's all. Ray Allen was no joke. There's no secret.
Yo,
there's no secret. They made a whole movie about him. They made a whole movie
you switching up stuff right now.
They made a whole movie about him. What are you talking about? They made a whole movie with this dude. Yo,
right now.
A whole movie.
You switching up. You switch up the whole debate.
The Black
Jesus. The whole debate.
A whole movie. Ray Allen wasn't a guy?
It was a fictional movie. That's a fictional movie. He played a part. What are you talking about?
Off of a non-fictional character that was tearing it up for real. It was based on his life.
He played a part. He's an actor.
Whatever.
What are we talking about?
We talking about a guy that was tearing it up in Seattle. We talking about a guy that was tearing it up. Where'd he go?
Milwaukee.
We talking about a guy that was tearing it up in these times. That's what we're talking about. Real talk. We ain't talking about no shabby guy.
No, you
coming out
changing the subject again. You talking about jump shooters. You named jump shooters.
Nah,
that's what you named. You talking about best one-on-one jump shooters.
Nah, it got lost. It got lost because he was staking his claim as far as Steph Curry is concerned. And then he made reference to Steph eclipsing his record at such an early point in his career. And he made a reference to the shooters that he passed. So that's how Reggie and Ray Allen came into the equation. He made a reference to them though. He wasn't saying they're in the conversation as one-on-one players. He's saying the feat that Steph has accomplished. Right. These guys are some of the guys he surpassed. Not saying they great one-on-one.
Omar, you should be his lawyer. Omar, you should be his lawyer.
I'm just saying what happened. But no, I agree with him. Ray was that dude. I agree with him. Ray was that dude.
I like that. Yeah. But he's talking about jump shooters, though. He brought up jump shooters.
Yeah, Ray wasn't considered a jump shooter till like year 10, year 11. He was doing everything and jump shooting in the first 7-8 careers. Yeah, Ray was Ray. Oh my God, I still like watching highlights of him. Ray was
sick.
Ray. I think you got to throw his name in there. Top 10, top 15. You got to throw his name somewhere in there.
He was tough.
For what?
Top 15, top shooting guard. I ain't say 10. 15, 10 to 20. He got to be somewhere in there. A 13 or 14 year career 20-point scorer. Like I said, he was he was considered a spot up shooter from year 9, 10 on. Not 1 through 9.
But he was still going to the hole and dunking on you when he was considered a shooter. We saw that. We know that.
Wait. That's not.
Yo, the spring in his step.
Let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy here. You got like he was doing something.
I'm gonna see you. Huh?
No. All NBA players got highlights. I'm talking about. We all watched the games then, and nobody was talking about no Ray Allen was like crazy like that. Nobody's in the park saying Ray Allen. They were saying Kobe. They were saying no Ray Allen. They wasn't doing all that.
Bruh, I I'm gonna leave it alone.
Stop
Yeah, me
it.
too.
Ray Allen
Me
is
too.
not
Me too.
considered
I'm
like
good.
that guy.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
He
good.
got a
I'm good.
whole movie.
I'm good.
He got a whole, and when you said ain't nobody was saying Ray Allen, a couple references
movie,
to
right?
Ray Allen in songs
Spike
came
Lee
to my
movie.
head. So
That's Spike Lee movie. You don't got a movie. That's Spike Lee movie.
got you.
He
You're right.
played a part in the movie.
You're right. You're right. But that was written. That was written about his game.
Yo, he
Right.
talking
No,
now.
Kobe's
Yo,
supposed to play that. No. Kobe's supposed to play that part. Kobe turned that role down.
So
That was
okay,
for Kobe. That was for Kobe.
you sure? Because Kobe
I-
wasn't
I'm
even
positive.
gearing up at that time.
I'm positive.
But what I will
Oh,
tell you,
research-
it doesn't matter, and it doesn't take nothing away from Ray Allen. I mean, I think we should just close this out because we're having a
Yeah,
nonsensical type of conversation.
I've been wanting to close it out. You
Yeah,
bring
but
up
you
some
keep-
other
you
stuff.
Because
You
if
talking
not
crazy.
first, Ray Allen gonna be a second ballot Hall of Fame.
You
If not
easily.
first, so
Why?
So-
I don't really
Yo.
talking like.
Ray.
Yo,
This is
you brought this up. We should have been closed it. I didn't. You wanted to continue this.
Because you keep
You
talking
would leave it-
crazy, CJ.
Doing
Stop
a
talking
point.
crazy, CJ.
No.
Yo, remember the movie?
No.
What was that movie? What was that movie? Stop talking crazy, CJ.
I don't know that movie, but yeah, you
That
should've
was
been closed this
that
out.
one was the black soldiers and stuff when they was the separation and all the racism and stuff was going on with Homeboy with that movie. That's what that movie was.
Can't think of it.
What name was it? When
Can't
Homeboy
think
talked
of it.
like,
Oh, Denzel Washington.
yes,
Denzel Washington.
I think he was in. Yes.
Fences.
No, it wasn't Fences. It was way earlier on before then. I forgot the movie, but he got it. Denzel Washington was the military. It was like a soldier movie or whatever. And,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I forget the name.
Mm.
And one time in the movie, the dude said, "Stop talking crazy, CJ. Stop talking crazy, KD."
Mm.
Yo, when you lose a debate, don't try to bring up other stuff to try to prove your point. That's what you do well at. You never stay on top of it. You don't try to bring in this other information that doesn't pertain to what we're talking about. So
I'm trying to give you a G
I
pass.
have to go in.
Let's move
So
on.
when I go in, you don't like
I
it.
want to give you a G pass. So take your G
Okay,
pass and
thank
move on. You know how I am.
You should have been gave it to me.
You know what I'm saying?
You should have been gave it to me.
You know how I am. No, I gotta spank you a little
You
bit
should have
before I
been
get. No,
giving it
I
G-pass.
spank you first. I gotta spank you first before I give you G pass. Then I tell you, go to your room. Go to your room now. All right.
Hey, you can never win a debate with me. All right, just so you know.
I see you looking a little wobbly. You know what I'm saying? I think you had enough. You looking a little wobbly.
Damage control.
No, do you hear that? You hear that? No, you don't hear that, do you? Okay. But yeah, what's next? My internet got better.
Not
Too.
falling.
Yo, how long we been on here? We've been on here for a minute.
Since 8 o'clock.
That's a fact.
Since 8 o'clock.
2-hour show. Anybody out there watching? We got 2 people watching on YouTube. Nobody comment. Hey, somebody comment a question.
They should have been commenting.
How you like me
All
beating
that
up Coach
information.
Fuller tonight?
All that information, they should have been
You
commenting.
beating up Coach Fuller tonight? Oh, they like me beating you tonight, Coach. They like me
Please.
beating you tonight, they say.
Yeah,
Holla
okay.
at your boy. Ugh,
Wow.
yeah. Okay, what's next, Coach? Are we closing this or what? What's going on?
Yeah, man.
we doing?
Let's put a bow on it.
All right, so this is gonna close the show out, and we all agree that Brooklyn should be the team that, should be the team that take it all in the NBA Finals this year, and we're still gonna be subject to change. Well, a month away.
Yo,
By the way,
hold
so we
on. No,
gotta
nobody
split.
said.
Wait, you didn't pick Brooklyn? You didn't pick Brooklyn?
No, we did not
Oh.
pick Brooklyn.
Now we just picked who was gonna make it to the finals. We didn't pick a winner yet.
Exactly.
Wait. Hold on. So we're saying that. So you got. All right, forget it. All right. So you got the. We got the finals lineup. The 2 teams that's playing the final. We got that, and we got our top 5 1-on-1 players. And we're gonna do next week. We're gonna pick 6 to 10
Yep.
1-on-1 players. And Coach Fuller still has yet to give a definition of what a 1-on-1 player looks like, and what that person should be considered as far as a skill set, or for what he accomplished or what he brings to the game.
Did you play
But
basketball?
we'll just assume that we just assume that we all come with our own definition. We like to see out of a one-on-one player. My definition and what I like to see in a one-on-one player might be totally different from what Coach likes to see from a one-on-one player. And we'll leave it at that.
That's a good prerequisite to let the people
we'll
know.
Thank you guys all for showing up. I'm trying to close. I'm trying to close out. I can't close out. I'm trying to close out the show and I can't. You know what I mean? All right. So,
man.
We'd like to give a shout out to Coach Omar Ford for coming through once again. We're gonna have him again next week. Shout out to his daughter who got a AAU game games this weekend, and hope he can share some of his thoughts on that, how that went next Thursday as well. And we'll be moving on. And Coach Fuller, good try tonight. That's my boy right there. Good try. Maybe made it. Next time maybe you have better luck trying to debate me. But we'll leave it there. And we'll sign off and say peace to everybody out there.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.
Absolutely. Peace and
love.
Yes, sir.